Hey, yo there! Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video! Well, that was interesting. Oh, I gotta talk to Liam. He can't be coming out and yelling at customers like that. I don't even know what happened. My goodness. He's gonna be in a bad mood. Liam!
Mm,
Hey,
Hi.
can we chat?
Yeah. Yeah,
What
we can try.
happened out there?
I heard some customers yelling at Jennifer, and I just kind of snapped because it was not nice things they were saying.
Yeah. I kind of got the gist of some of that when I got chewed out by him.
Sorry about that.
It's you can't be dealing with the customers. You're not. I mean this in the most lighthearted way possible. You're kind of an asshole sometimes, and you can't. They. It's not. You're not a very people person.
No, I get that.
Jennifer said she appreciated you defending her, though.
Hmm.
I know you don't have the greatest relationship with your other coworkers, so I mean
Yeah.
that's a good step. Um, it did raise a question to me. Um,
Mm,
earlier on, got kind of when stuff started happening, and then when you hit me.
Yeah.
Some of that had I know a lot of comments were about the animal parts, and I was curious if you had any issues with that, if that was related to.
Oh, yeah, no, that could have been. No, it's not any actual issues with that.
We
Uh,
end up having a lot of furries here, to be honest.
yeah,
And so I was curious about that.
no, not issues with actual furries. No. Uh, it's more of I work with machines. I like logic and order in the processes, and these were very unnatural and came with lots of secrets. I
Uh,
didn't I didn't like the fact that I didn't know things exactly because things were being kept. And then,
uh, it's more of what they represented.
yeah, and then just the much like Maria, these are not, you know, they are not supposed to exist on us as people. It's very, it's odd. It's it's unnatural
Hmm.
and it confuses me, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not the most logical things. I'm getting used to mine though quite a bit. They're
Yeah, I've
kind of
been
nice
used
and
to
fluffy.
mine for a bit.
I mean, you've been able to like keep balance with your tail. I've noticed with some of the animatronics a bit better. It seems to be making
Yeah.
some of your job a bit easier, which is probably nice.
Yeah, a little bit.
Plus, I did notice that you have a bit more strength on your own. I noticed that you were able to
Yeah.
lift the animatronics on your own now
Yeah.
without needing to ask Shirley for help sometimes.
Yeah. it comes with its perks, but like, when it was everyone else getting them, and it was just it didn't make sense. There were things being kept. I just didn't know how to react to it, so I lashed out.
Yeah. I don't I'm not mad at you for what happened. It's certainly not the worst thing I've ever had to endure, but beyond my own self-deprecation, it like genuinely I do understand. Like it wasn't okay, but like I
It was,
get sometimes things are a little more complicated than it's right and wrong.
yeah,
I mean, it probably wasn't great of me to keep what happened away, but like I was scared. This is all so very complicated still, especially considering Afton opened a new location. I haven't had the chance to tell anyone else yet.
oh god,
Um, I got a call from their technician at some point. Um,
yeah,
they have one of the Fazbear technicians.
oh,
Uh, yeah, with the fancy tools and stuff for
yeah,
the things
okay,
that you don't have access to.
yeah,
Like the one gal who comes up here every now and then. Uh, Autumn.
yeah,
She helps you sometimes with the things that are
yeah, yeah,
Fazbear.
no,
So
I know her.
there's a they have one at that location. That's just their mechanic right now because they don't have
Oh,
another. So she gave a call. I want to say a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, just like introducing herself and letting me know that like Autumn isn't the only one who does rounds and stuff. And while usually we can just contact Autumn if we need extra help, she's a little more around now.
mm,
She asked me a few questions about our animatronics. Uh, she seemed pretty knowledgeable.
mhm,
She mentioned coming over at some point and noticing the animal parts and asked what we knew. And I was very hesitant to mention anything.
mhm,
But she mentioned that she's a bird,
uh,
so it's just she's like Autumn.
uh, yeah,
So and she mentioned that the location she's at right now has a few kids as well already.
that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. But she mentioned some of the things about their animatronics that were kind of neat. Their animatronics have like different costumes that could be taken on and off.
It sounds like a pain, mechanic
Uh,
wise and cleaning wise.
eh, it definitely sounds on cleaning wise, but apparently they're specially made for that. Like the way that the
Huh.
costumes hook on and off is not like how ours or most of the other animatronics are. They're like built that way, which I think is kind of neat. It's kind of a cool concept. Um,
Yeah.
that sounds like hell with 33 animatronics. Like there's already too many costumes to clean out
Eh,
here.
yeah.
To
Yeah.
retrofit all of them with any of that, because she did offer, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm good. But I also
Yeah,
think
no,
like
I wouldn't want that.
the whole theme is like candy. I don't. There's not much more you can do with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there might be another mechanic at some point.
I'll play nice, don't worry.
She she gives the vibe that I think the two of you would get along. She seems relatively nervous, though.
Got it.
Like, otherwise, she knew her stuff. She's said things that I don't understand, quite frankly, but,
Yeah,
that's only saying so much.
that. Yeah, no, understandable.
But, yeah. Um,
Yeah, but no, sorry about the yelling. I will try not to do it again. But
yeah, it would just be maybe for the best that maybe I just stick to the customer relations.
you weren't down here, and because they were right out in the hallway between
Yeah,
us.
I was dealing with someone in the arcade. The puppets were being given a hard time. I had
Uh,
Baking come downstairs to come get me,
uh,
which was terrifying, by the way. Those things are
yeah,
scary. They are so big,
and,
and they
and they're
flop back and
stronger.
forth on whether they want to murder me or not. So,
Yeah,
well, murder is a relative term. They want to bury me, which I guess is kind of the same thing, but also not. It's ah.
yeah, yeah,
But for the most part, they seem to have kind of chilled a little bit. But apparently, some kid was giving a hard time to cooking because cooking wouldn't give them free tokens, and cooking doesn't have the tokens for that reason. So
yeah,
cooking got upset, and baking got mad, and baking came down to let me know that if I didn't come up there right now and handle it, there was going to be another dead child. Um, which
oh,
is just great. It was just so great. I don't think baking
yeah,
meant it, but they care a lot about
yeah,
cooking. It's very scary, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. Those two. I have one hanging outside my door whenever the other is in maintenance because I won't let them in.
Yeah, I mean, it seems really sweet.
It does seem very sweet, yes.
It's just kind of
However, it's
not
annoying to hear, "Are you done yet? Can they come back out?"
a big ass cooking.
Yeah,
Baking seems a bit more quiet.
yeah.
Cooking definitely has a bit more of that
It's
cleany.
more just looming at the door with
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. But so yeah, I know we scheduled Autumn to come in and do a minor check-in with um oh god. It was Harper,
I think it
and
was Harper.
it was Harper and it was Alice.
Yes.
Just a bit of a checkup on some of the small bugs and stuff. Especially since Alice was complaining about their arm hurting.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so, but we have another technician we can always call if we need something a bit sooner,
yeah,
which is good. Honestly, we could use more hands. There's so many animatronics. I hate pulling Autumn away so much.
yeah.
She kind of seems to be a little busy. I did ask her a bit about Afton and some of what Violet told me.
Mhm.
And yeah, that it seems to pretty much check out that as this is a reoccurring issue, and it might be a little more than just a small reoccurring issue because Afton has followers.
Mm.
I think the he it's like this stupid, like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but like, when has any of this made sense? But it's like he
Yeah.
created a software that was meant to be like his predecessor or like a helper to him, and it gains sentience and kind of can just possess people now.
How? How does that even work?
Well, okay. I think the way that Autumn explained it, because she has one version of it, is that half of her soul is in an animatronic that has it. And so she
Mm,
got it because of their connection, and then she was able to spread it, which
okay. That makes a bit
that
more
kind of
sense, I
makes sense.
guess. Like that would how did the other people get the other version?
Um, Apparently a VR game? From my understanding, the other software is mixed with his soul. So it's
Huh.
like an actual, like, digital ghost. So it's a bit more
That's
complicated than just a string of code. Which is
huh.
That's a thing we have to look out for now. Which is kind of why I need to talk to
I'm thinking
everyone,
we
is if anyone
yeah,
mentions
maybe
playing a VR game, that is a
we need to
no-go.
ban all VR on the premises, I
Y-
feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I fully agree. That is an absolute no-go. So yeah. Yeah, and there are the followers, they have like costumes that they wear, like animal mascot suits.
Mm,
Um Autumn said they're pretty easy to tell. They have like patches. They're not super, they might be super sneaky, but they're not, like, it's, if you see one it's kind of obvious,
mhm.
which is kind of good. But then she mentioned there are technically good ones and bad ones, and then it got far more complicated because she said she's possessed by a version of it that isn't like the other ones. And the version that she's possessed by is relatively safe.
Relatively being the key term here.
Yeah. Has murdered, will murder, but isn't prone to murder.
Hmm.
Which I guess is better than the alternative, which is all the time murder. But, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I wanted to check in. I know the aggression towards the animal parts have been a bit of contention, so I wanted to just
Yeah.
check on
No,
that,
that was more of just
especially since you've been working with
frustration
Autumn,
at
and it seemed okay, but I
yeah.
don't really know Autumn that well, so I don't know if she'd tell me if there was issues.
No, I haven't really
She seems a little, I wouldn't say closed off, but distant.
yeah.
Like, she's kind of always thinking of something else.
Mhm.
Um, so she did mention that she knew about the gas, though. Wasn't really able to do anything about it early on, but she found some stuff on it, like what it's made out of.
That's
So
good at
I
least.
have a copy in my text messages of what it's made out of. I don't really know what to do about that, though, because,
You
like,
wanna like forward it to me and so you have an extra copy in
that was the
case.
plan, yeah. I was gonna forward it to you, and then I was gonna forward it to Shirley, to be honest.
Got it.
So that way there's more than one copy, but I don't really know what to do with it. Like, I making a cure may not be great because right now the animatronics are kind of I mean, they're solving their own stuff out, but like, if the adults knew, that might be bad because we kind of need the money to keep the place running to keep the animatronics.
Yeah, I don't. I feel it. So much time has passed. I feel like the parents knowing now would only hurt them,
That's kind of my thought.
especially because
I mean, I'm gonna talk to them about it because I don't want to make decisions
yeah,
on their behalf. And while they are kids, and so I'm gonna take kind of initiative, I don't want to take that choice from them either.
mhm,
Um, but I do think making any kind of reversal now kind of is unhelpful.
I feel like we try to make a cure just in case something happens again,
That's
or
kind of the
we find
only.
more of those canisters and you and people get gassed again. Because
That's the other thing is potentially we just find a way to neutralize it just so that it can't happen on that scale again, or that
either
we can
happen on
have
that
some kind
scale
of
again.
protection in
Yeah.
case it happens to any of us again, or I don't really know. I don't really know what to do with it right now. I just have it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of just kind of that. I have it.
Mhm.
Um but yeah. So I look, I you already know quite a bit, especially because I checked in with your last employer. Um
Yeah.
you don't seem like the kind of person to have done that intentionally. So
Yeah.
I I know that you get frustrated when you don't understand things. Um, I know you don't really want to go talk to Jade. Uh, therapy's not for everyone and all that.
Mhm.
You just need someone to chat to, willing to listen, shoot the shit.
Yeah. Thanks, Winter. I appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. I'm gonna get going. We're trying to close up. Uh,
Yeah.
and there is so much confetti.
Yeah, big party today, huh?
Yeah, well, it wasn't supposed to be. And then the parent was like, by the way, there's 30 more kids that I just happened to forget to mention we invited out of a party that was already 60 kids. So,
Yeah.
how does a parent know that many
I'll be
kids?
out to help in a bit after I finished organizing.
Yeah, that would be great. Honestly, there is no way that Sydney's getting this whole place cleaned before night time, and none of us want to be out at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Give me like
anyways,
5 minutes to finish up in here, then I'll be out.
yeah, I'll go. I gotta go find Sydney and let her know. All right.
Alrighty.
Talk to you later, Liam.
Bye.